The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Check that.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Goff. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. First down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. And
they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill now to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd and 5. Off play action, Tannehill. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On a jet sweep, here comes Tony.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ryan Tannehill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Lions 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Harris Campbell on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long.
17.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Tannehill. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Now it's gone. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here we go, D, get off the field. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. You ain't worried.
On 1st down, it's gone. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Just like that, just like that. Ready, Buns, Mike, what, ready, Buns? Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time.
Out of the gun, Goff. This is caught, it's Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Kill. 17.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bound to lose one.
Here's Gong. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now Gong. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
2nd down at 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Tannehill. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll run with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Giants 21, Lions 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Oh, here we go. 95 is Mike. Watch 95. Blue down.
From the gun, here's Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw is Goff. Out left to Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Swift. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Here comes the Lions punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, undercut.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And some room to work. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you. I got you.
Back to throw. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going back to you.
Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Let's go. 30.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
54, right there, 54. Yes, sir.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Super 66.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On second down, Gordon once more.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Who that?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.